guys. Thank you for posting your questions. I was just kind of hanging around waiting for someone to post before I got on here. We're 13 minutes into the free list, so make sure that you guys are posting your yes or no questions if you have any. Hello, Sayla. How are you doing? Prashima is here as well. Oh no, where's my deck at? There it is. All right, so this is for Sayla. Oh, I see you're asking a yes or no question. Got it. I'm leaning towards a no. We have the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is a no for me, but the Hanged Man is technically a maybe. But I am feeling like it's possible that there is attraction. When I was shuffling earlier, I believe I saw the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So I don't think that is necessarily the reason as to why he walked away. So I'm going to go with a no, or most likely not. Can y'all tell me how the live stream is looking compared to normal? Is it blurry or is it as clear as it normally is? This one is for Rashima. You're welcome, Sayla. Make sure you're posting the correct emoji or keyword along with your question, please. Rashima, I am getting a yes. 6 of Cups. Hey, Vetus, what is up? Happy to see you. I am doing okay. I'm just trying to get back on like a normal sleep schedule. I feel like the last month my schedule's been like all over the place, where I'm like up from like 2 p.m. to like 8 a.m. and then I'm asleep for the rest of the time. Like, I hate that schedule. So I don't think it's good for my circadian rhythm, and I don't think it's good for my healing. So I am trying to slowly get back to a better schedule. But otherwise, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. This one's for Jades. Jades, I am getting a yes. You have 3 cards at once. I feel like these are really, really good cards. So this could talk about just getting away together, but I am getting a yes. Earth Angel. I am getting a yes for you, Earth Angel. This talks about getting what you are owed. And then it also talks about how maybe like with the 7 of Pentacles, like you planted seeds, right? You've been trying to do the work. You've been trying to get ahead. And this is that work paying off now. So I am getting a yes. I hope so for you too, Earth Angel. Beauty is here. Beauty here for the BOGO. Who would have known? I am getting a no, Beauty. Why am I getting a no, Spirit? Why am I getting a no? Getting the Tower. Maybe it doesn't work out or sudden changes. You can talk about like something getting in the way of it. Something happening to get in the way of it. I hope I'm wrong. Alexandra. Cozy, yes, you can get a free yes, no question. You just have to post the emoji or keyword. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, all you have to do is click the description of this video. There's a section for free readings, and you can just read that. Alexandra, I am getting that it's possible your dad is having these thoughts, but I feel like they really are trying to move on, move forward. The Fool talks about new beginnings and wanting to move forward into the future with little to no baggage. So I feel like they're trying to work through it. They could be suppressing these things, but I feel like when you move forward with no baggage, it means you really did the work. You really tried to heal through it. So all in all, this is a yes card for me, but I didn't want to just leave it at that because I do feel like he's starting to look at the future a little bit more positively, or trying to at least. All right, we have 7 minutes left on the free list. So if you have a yes or no question, whether you've been here before or you're brand new, make sure you're asking your question so we can get that answered for you. Today we are doing a BOGO, so it's $15. I do these at least once a week, where you get 2 questions for the price of 1. You can also add Charmies to the reading itself for $20 total, which means you get 2 questions, and then for one of those questions you get charms added in as well. I have those charms here. Whoa, maybe that was a message for someone. I have these messages here with these little charms. There's like, I think like 200 or something in there. And those are always fun because they give you extra information, or maybe some things I wasn't seeing in the cards, maybe they pull out in the charms itself. I have a lot of fun reading those. I read the ones that I'm drawn to. I try to read all of them, but sometimes they don't resonate. I truly believe sometimes charms fall out, sometimes just so that other charms can fall out, but sometimes there's a message for you specifically in there as well, and it'll resonate with you even if I'm not picking up anything on it. So those are always a lot of fun. Beauty, I have your donation. Thank you very much. Farah donated on PayPal. All right, I'm going to put the list together here in just a second, guys. I am getting a yes, Cozy. 3 of Cups. Wine Subliminals, how are you? Wine Subliminals, I have the 2 of Wands. This is a yes for me. This also talks about like kind of thinking about you and maybe making some decisions on whether or not to like make a move, but I am getting a yes. I am getting a yes for you, Karen. I have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so it seems like she feels like you just are not satisfied with her, or maybe like she doesn't appeal to you or something like that. Two minutes left of the free list. Make sure you get your questions in. I do have a yes for you, Knight of Pentacles, Rhonda. Might want to travel to see you also. Cozy girl. Luna, I remember last year in a type session, it was another tarot. You were both reading me and told me someone that someone was trying to get the one up on me, and it was someone close. It was true. Are you serious? It was another tarot you were both reading. Did we read you at the same time, or did you get two different readings at around the same time and I was one of them? That's interesting though. I'm sorry that happened. Cozy, you must be on the West Coast. Jenny Lopez, hello. Jenny Lopez, I am getting a no, but I am getting Spirit saying just do you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress and the Strength card, which shows significant amount of light, confidence. It can also indicate that maybe people will be jealous of you. And so I feel like the people that are true will show authentic feelings towards you. But I feel like you have just like this natural radiant light about you. And I think that unfortunately that can cause low vibrational people to, I guess, yeah, I think it's just maybe envy, possibly some kind of jealousy. But don't stop that from doing what it is that you want to do, because I see success here. I see you will succeed. So maybe the people that you're trying to please or impress may not happen with those people, but it shouldn't stop you from doing these things. You're very welcome. You're welcome, Cozy. I do have a yes, Alex 20. All right, that's it for the free list. I'm on my last one. You know, I got it. I feel like this is a yes, but I still think that he might be open to it anyway. That's so crazy, Cozy. Thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate that. If you can find it, the actual like stream, if you know which one it was, if you can comment on it and I'll get that notification. I would love to go back and like rewatch. You're welcome, Rhonda. I'm gonna go ahead and do Farah's really quickly. She's really the last one in here, so I'm just gonna extend that for Farah. Will Sultan meet me tomorrow? I am getting a no. Interesting. I don't resonate with that card personally. I feel like it's still possible to change, but I am getting a no right now. All right, let me go ahead and update the donation list really quickly. Sit tight with me for just a second, guys. Okay, so this timer that you see over here in the corner is when this runs out, this means that my donation list is closed. Aw, hey Becca. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will. I think I have my receipts. I'm gonna try to email if I do find them. Yeah, definitely cozy. I mean, don't stress yourself if it's not easy to find. It's okay. I always like to go back and check. Okay, so Farah, I am doing a BOGO session today. You have to always check like the type of session that I'm doing because the amount that you donated does not relate to this reading. So let me know if you still want a reading with me today, or I can refund you the money as well. Either way, let me know. But today we're doing a BOGO. So for $15, you get a regular reading with me and an extra question of your choice. So it's a 2-for-1. You can add $5 to that for $20 total, even flat rate total $20. And you can get 2 questions. And then also for one of the questions, you can get charms. We also do $15 channel first person reading. And then to any of those readings that you get, you can add for channeled love messages for a certain amount. So let me know what you'd like to do. I do apologize if that was confusing. I try to... No, yeah, you're totally good, Farah. I'm going to go ahead and refund you. Give me just a second. I'll probably be back on later tonight, Farah, for like the love spread readings, and those are different prices. I think that you'll like those. So come back for sure. Let me go ahead and refund this to you really quickly. So Beauty, it looks like you're the only one on the list right now. You can go ahead and post your question. You are very welcome. Okay, so you should have the refund. It's sent. Becca, I hope you're doing well today. Sorry I haven't said much to you, but I hope you're doing good. Aw, the cupcake's one of your favorite emojis. That's so cute. I did it not that long ago. I've done the cupcake a couple of times recently. It's hard. It's hard coming up with different keywords and emojis to post. Sometimes I recycle them. Beauty, your second question that you have, it is a yes or a no. I could try to elaborate on it. That's up to you. Sometimes yes or no questions, it's hard for me to like pull more information out, but I can dig into it a little bit if you want me to. No way you're snowed in. Aw, you're stuck inside the house. I would love one good snow this year, but we need to clean out our gutters like really bad. And I'm like, if it doesn't snow, that's fine with me because we have no draining happening right now too much. I mean, I'm sure it would be fine, but I'm sorry you're stuck inside. Okay, so we're going to start with the first question for Beauty. James' current thoughts. Oh, we're going to go with the ones that were face up. So, beauty, there are still some feelings of inadequacy or inferiority when it comes to you. I've said it once and I'll say it again that he is intimidated by you, and I feel like he still has that issue that he's working through. But it's not so much like scared of you or whatever. It's just like you're very assured in what it is that you want, and I think that forces him out of his comfort zone. But another thing is that he could feel inferior to you and feel like you're better than him. I'm specifically seeing that because I have these 3 cards that came out at the same time, and if you can see, this is the Knight of Cups, this is the Queen of Cups, and this is the Two of Swords. So it's almost like a stalemate between the two of you, where maybe you feel like you have to settle and then he has to change, and somewhere you guys meet in the middle. Maybe you're feeling that way, and he could be feeling that way as well. But it also shows that he doesn't feel like he's the king to your queen. He feels like he's the knight. So that's why I feel like there could be some feelings of inferiority there. I do. Oh, let me refresh. Thank you for telling me. Let me know if that's any better. But I will say that he does feel like you make him happy, like you are his happiness here with the sun. I feel like he knows that he can rely on you. It's just a matter of him becoming the person that you can rely on. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, it does make me feel like he's trying to come out of that. He's trying to come out of a place where he's no longer disappointing you and letting you down. So with the moon coming out underneath the Nine of Swords, it's making me feel like what he's not showing you is his deep concern. I think that he worries and overthinks this connection a lot more than he lets on. So much so that you might even think that he doesn't think about you sometimes, or you're like, I don't know. It's like something here where it's just like it's worse for him than he's letting on in his mind. And he tries not to show it. He tries to play it cool. Yeah, I am feeling that he's trying for sure. So Spirit is showing me that he feels a little bit directionless. Let me ask in what regard? What does he feel directionless about? Like I feel like he knows what it is he needs to do, but I think that he feels almost like he wishes he had, this is an interesting message. It's like he wishes he had someone better to look up to, like he had a role model, like he had someone that would have made him feel like a better person. What is this directionless? I wonder if it has to do with the maternal figure. So this is his karma of his life right now, is having to get out from under the thumb of whoever this person is in his life that makes him feel inferior. I think that you're not the first person that he's felt this way. You replicate that. I think that's one of the reasons why he desires it, because he is trying to break the cycle. He is trying to balance it out and have some type of turning point. Okay, and we have the mother here. So there could be, I don't know. At first, when I was channeling, I was sensing like he wishes he had a masculine energy to idolize. Maybe that's it. Maybe he didn't have a masculine energy that was a role model, and the only person he really that affected him, whether positive or negative, was the maternal figure, possibly. But I feel like right now he's really, really digging deep, and he's wishing that he just had a better person to form his life after. Like he wishes he had better role models. He wishes he had, because I feel like he thinks to himself that this wouldn't be as hard if he had. But this is the life that he chose. This is his karma in this earth. Maybe he wasn't a good role model in his past life, and now he's suffering the consequences of not having great people in his life now. So he's having to like live that karma out. But that's not to say that this is holding you back. This could just be extra clarity that you or insight that might be helpful or beneficial to your connection that's coming through right now. There's the Seven of Cups here. He thinks about love a lot. He thinks about romantic connections a lot. I think honestly it's what his deepest desire is, but I think his self-sabotage is not feeling like he deserves it. He is trying to gain a better perspective here. I think he's trying to break out of that shell, that box. He's trying to stand more on his own and not put himself inside the lines. He's trying to be different. He's trying to break out of that conformity that he's like put himself in. Like, this is how I'm supposed to live. This is the life I'm supposed to have. It is what it is. I think that he's trying to like reprogram that narrative. I think that's great. His childhood was weird. I think that's great that he wants therapy. It almost feels like he's already started that process. So to go to therapy would be probably very, very good for him. I support that 100%. But as far as his feelings for you, is like mostly just like I'm trying. I'm wanting. Not only am I just thinking about it, but I'm actively trying. So that's nice. You know, and he does have a lot of love for you as well. Like I said, you're his happiness, you're his strength. He is just really, I think you're highlighting a lot. You're shedding a lot of light on the things of him that he's been trying to ignore. And so there is this level of respect for you as well for helping him with that. So for those of you who are just now joining us, this little timer over in the corner says 29 minutes. That is how much longer my donation list is going to be open. So if anybody wants to donate right now, I would go ahead and get that done before that timer goes out. Rose, hello, friend. I'm so sorry, but we've been done with the free list for about 15 minutes now. I'm working on donations at this time. I'm happy to answer your yes or no question. If you'd like to donate $3. Oh, Becca, I love it. Thank you. I'll add you to the list. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so second question for Beauty. He says he loves me. I think that he does, Beauty, as well. I think he always has. I just think that it's coming to the point where he realizes like he needs to feel like he deserves that kind of love. He like needs to realize that he deserves it, and I think he's starting to come to that understanding. I think it's been a hard pill to swallow for him. Yeah, you can change the second question. Go for it. Yeah, I was saying you can change your question. Okay, will we move in together? We talked about that too. Okay, so let's see. Will Beauty and James move in together? Please show me a yes or no. Will Beauty and James move in together? Ooh, okay. So we have the Two of Cups. That is a yes. Any other information I need? So no. I think it could happen fairly quickly. You have the Nine of Swords here, which talks about like fast, almost like impulsive decisions. So just be a little careful. The Six of Pentacles shows that essentially it's just like you guys want to get on the same page, and that's basically what's been holding you back from progressing a relationship. Is like he wants to make sure he's a certain amount of stable. You want to make sure that as well. Maybe I personally don't agree and align with the narrative that your expectations are too high, because my personal opinion is expectations are expectations, and if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and someone will meet them. However, it seems like your desire right now is to meet him where he is, with the desire for him to at least check a couple boxes before you progress further with this connection. And I think also there's something beautiful to be said about someone growing together, especially if you can see that there are changes that this person is making. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do feel like it's like almost like you guys are in this place where like as soon as you feel like those needs are being met, it's like, okay, game on. Like you want to further this along. I don't feel like you necessarily want to rush, but I think once you see these things start happening, then your heart's going to open up a little bit more and you're going to want to spend this time with them. So I think it's going to happen rather quickly once he can prove to you through actions. I think that you guys will want to settle in together. There is growth here, the Empress. It can also talk about pregnancy, so just keep that in mind after you guys move in together or something like that. There's something here about possibly children, so I'm not sure if that's on your radar, something that you desire to have, but it is something I wanted to mention. I don't always see that with the Empress card, but I am right now. I see reconciliation. I see wishes fulfilled. I see specific details, please, Spirit, regarding this move. Okay, so I think that it could happen this year, actually. So I asked when, and we have the Fool and Temperance. Temperance talks about fall time, and the Fool talks about it happening like pretty much right away, and that's what I was getting up here. So I feel like the right away could be this year or within the next few months, and the timing I'm getting is specifically around the fall. Is there any other questions I can answer for you in regards to this? I tried to dig a little deeper because your question's kind of a yes or no. It's hard to elaborate on those sometimes. Yeah, so the Empress is like the mother. It's where life is still being breathed into a situation, and so it's not dead here in your connection with him. It talks about like newness and life and growth and vitality and like things going well. Like imagine a really well-adjusted plant, like it's not going to have dead leaves, it's going to have blooms on it, things like that. And I feel like it's fertility here in this connection. So that could also mean growth, like you said, blending families is also another interpretation. If you would spend Super Bowl together, let's see. Danielle, thank you for your donation. I'll add you to the list. Let's just get a yes or no really quickly for spending Super Bowl together. I feel like it's in your favor, Beauty, to spend the Super Bowl together, but I literally am like shuffling. I'm getting the Tower again. The Nine of Swords. And I remember you got the Tower and like when we were asking about the Super Bowl, and then this is a maybe. So I feel like it's in your favor to make plans with him. And I feel like it's in your favor that it possibly would actually happen as well. Again, this is a maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm not supposed to see this answer. But I feel like it's like plans will be made and or you guys will spend the time together. But I feel like something isn't working out here the way that you would have liked, especially with the Tower. It talks about like sudden changes. And so, I don't know. It's almost as if like you guys talk about it and you make plans to do it and then it doesn't happen, or it does happen, but something blows up. Like when you guys are hanging out, something happens. Like he has to leave early because of something, or you guys don't get to spend like the whole time together or something like that. There could be like this element of disappointment surrounding this event. So I'm like trying to understand why you could have conflicting answers, but that's like the best that I can think of. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I like to be wrong in situations like that, but it's kind of like something not going according to plan. And so, yeah, that's what I've got. Okay, so we are gonna move on to Becca. Becca wants channeled messages. And so does Danielle. Yay. I'm sorry, Beauty. Like I said, I really hope I'm wrong. But thank you so much for your questions. Thanks for your donation. I appreciate it. So Becca is here. Becca, redoing channel messages from Marquise. I hope it will give me some clarity since he still hasn't said anything. Oh, okay. Let's see. Channel messages from Marquise. We have 8 minutes left on the clock, or 18 minutes, I'm sorry, left on the clock for donations. So if you guys are wanting a donated reading, I'm sorry, make sure that you get those donations in quickly. So there's a really popular song on TikTok that's been going around, and like the specific words, Becca, is "I'm coming back for you, baby," which is like, "I'm coming back for you, baby." I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what I hear him saying, is like, "I'm coming back for you, baby." Like this is what's happening. I hear him saying you are a gift to me. I am getting the answers that I need, and I feel like there's some force greater than me, greater than you, that's bringing you and me together. And I am like starting to realize that or acknowledge that now. I'm getting that clarity. I don't want the time that we spent together to go to waste. I don't want it to be for nothing. Right now I'm having some personal issues, some personal conflicts with myself, and a lot of these aren't even related to you. They're related to my job, my work, my career. I feel like I just don't want to bother you, which is stupid. I know you wouldn't agree. I can almost hear you say, like, I want to hear about your day. I want to hear if something is wrong. Like, you want me to tell you. I know that you want me to tell you. But I feel like sometimes the way that I handle things, the way that I process things is to just, like, try to let it blow over and, like, don't make a big deal about it. But I think that also can make me antisocial. Hey, Queen. Yes. You said clarity, like, out loud to yourself, Becca. So I hear him saying, I want to feel good. I want to feel content. I want to feel excited. I want to feel proud. I want to feel stable. And I'm just not communicating with you because in these areas I'm not happy with those things. It doesn't mean that I don't still have feelings for you. I'm not talking to anyone else, if you wanted to know that. I'm kind of just on my own right now, keeping away from the world, just kind of doing my own thing. Trying to just reset. And I know that it's not fair to you. It's the way that I am, and it's something I need to change. Oh shit, Becca, you're right. I see what you're talking about now. When you asked the question, you said you were looking for clarity. It's funny, he's getting clarity as you're looking for it. Queen Resilient, thank you for your donation. I'm going to put the donations in order on the screen, but if anybody wants to type it up for me, we're working on Becca right now. Then we have Danielle, then we have Queen Resilient. No one has to do that, but if you want to help me out, that would be great. feel like there's a part of like my past, or maybe even just a part of my personality that I'm not necessarily crazy about, and I do feel like it's something that I need to kind of let go of. I need to kind of get over. Thanks, Queen. I want to be more than friends. I'm becoming a better person. I am not financially stable, which is actually something that he said over here somewhere, wanting stability financially. I don't know why this happened. So maybe he's not even entirely clear as to why, like he's saying I'm not entirely clear as to why I'm doing what I'm doing to you. I know, that's crazy shit. He feels like you're intoxicating. So many things remind me of you. Your intellect arouses me. I am not available. I feel like it's here as he's saying, like, I haven't made myself available. Okay, so there's definitely something here about, like, him being extremely attracted to you. It's flat out says it right here, but then he talks about being aroused by you and you are intoxicating and how he can't get enough. I wish we could go back. There could be some regrets here that he still has feelings for you, how he's acted. I know, that's so crazy, right? Oh my God, being around you is intoxicating. You get me? I need to remain practical. I feel like that's true. Something about Marquise tells me that, like, he could have had another great love in his life. I wouldn't put that past him. Like, I know that sometimes with, like, people, they'll be like, oh, this is the first time I've ever felt like this or this, anything like this. And I do feel like you guys have a unique connection. But I do feel it's possible that he has had really strong feelings for someone else before. But there is this level of understanding that you guys have with one another that is incomparable for him. And so when he says you get me, it's like it's so much deeper than that. He feels like you've changed his life. Your presence changed my perspective. I'm secretly longing for you. I feel your energy. I can't get you out of my head. Now, he is having doubts here. We have, I worry we've missed our chance. The path to you feels messy and full of obstacles. This could be that self-entrapment that he was feeling with the ego card. He could have self-sabotaging tendencies that kind of get in the way. This does not overpower everything else. This is just like this little voice in the back of his head that sometimes can get the best of him. One fell on the floor. I'm happiest with you. I have walls up. Oh my God, at the same time I have walls up, I have my guard up. That's so funny. And then you feel like home to me. Can we start over? So ending it with can we start over? That is kind of like that card, I'm coming back to you, baby. Like that song that I was hearing. So hopefully you know what song I'm talking about. But basically that's the words that he's saying. And so I don't feel like this is over for y'all. You do with that information what you will, but I do feel like he thinks that you're really important to him. Like you could even be the one to him. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I am going to move on to Danielle. I hate guarded people. I don't hate the people that are guarded. I just hate that they're guarded. It's like, work on yourself, you know? Get it together. Open your shit up. It's a hard nut to crack when people have their guard up. It can also make you question your position in their life. And that's really hard. He's definitely guarded. It gave me insight. Luna, I do too. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed your reading. Thank you. I need someone who's more open and emotionally available. Yeah. Hey, Katie. Donation list is still open for 5 more minutes. So get your donations in ASAP. Danielle, Queen said me too. Danielle, are you here? Let me know. I'm about to do your reading. Hopefully you are. The list is not long, Katie. I'm sorry I didn't see that part of your question. I have 2 people ahead of you, and then I'll be done for the night. Or this stream, I mean. Awesome. Okay, Katie. Thank you. I'm going to add you. All right, so really quickly, the list is Danielle, Queen Resilient, and then Katie. All right, let me put these away really quickly so we can get on to the next reading. All right, channeled messages from Jay for Danielle. So Danielle, I feel like he's saying that I am hurting because of the choices that I have made. I haven't always done the best or made the best decisions. And I'm having to face some really hard truths that is not very easy for me. Almost like I need to like just lie in the bed that I've made here. You got the hiccups over there? All right, guys, so all lists are closed. Thank you, guys. You got the hiccups? Let me know if the stream gets blurry, guys, if the camera looks blurry. There's a level of blurriness that this camera has, but if it looks really, really bad, let me know. So he's saying, Danielle, I've always been the type of person that just truly believed that everything would just work out. No matter the consequences, like no matter what I did or what I do, I always felt like it's either going to get me or it's not. I've never really thought too much about how my decisions affect other people. I've kind of just been in this like la world of like my own, where I'm not really thinking about my actions and how they affect others. I think sometimes I can have my head in the clouds or just be a little bit naive to think that like these things wouldn't affect me in the end, because I guess I just thought if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I'm not going to sit here and stress about it. But now I'm realizing just through the way that things have unfolded, like how much hurt I could have given to someone, maybe even given to you. And now I feel like I'm suffering those things that I've done. I feel like I've let myself down. I feel so far away from my own true self, and I feel so unaligned that I don't even know where to begin to even kind of put the pieces back together. I just feel so far removed. Despite all of this, I am trying as best as I can to think as positively as possible, but I do know that I have some choices to make. I can't just sit here and expect the world, universe, God, source to just like fix my life. Like I have to fix my life for myself, and I can't just expect like whatever happens will happen. That I do have some accountability here, and I have some true decisions that I need to make. if I'm honest, I do feel stuck. I feel this maybe artificial sense of powerless, like between maybe the women in my life, and I just need to figure out how to remain respectful with a clear boundary for those in my life that I respect, without letting it affect my personal relationships, my personal love life. I feel like the scales of justice are being balanced. I feel like my karma is coming back to me right now. I feel like you and I could be getting along so much better, and we could be so much further along if I just made better decisions. If I just walked away from things that weren't serving this connection. I feel like everybody needs something from me, and that can be challenging for me myself. I feel like people are constantly looking for something from me, and that is draining, whether it's money, it's my attention, it's my effort and energy, it's my conversation, it's my love. Like, I feel like constantly people are coming for me, and that is really draining within itself. But that's why I'm saying, like, I need to create better boundaries while still allowing these people to know that I respect them, I appreciate them, but maybe not let them in so far into my life that's creating and wreaking havoc on my other connections that I have that mean so much to me. That includes you. I trust you. I try to distract myself from you, from thinking about you. I remember so much of our connection and our interactions, and I feel the sexual tension. I feel so drawn to you. Something that you may not know is that I know what I'm doing when I do it. It's kind of what I was trying to say before. I know what I'm doing, but I just expect things that just work out the way they're going to work out. I don't think through things too much. And I would do it again to understand this lesson that I'm learning right now. I hide a lot from you, a lot of who I am from you. And I feel torn whether or not to try to start over or to let you go, for you to let me go. What holds me up is I miss seeing you, and that makes it hard. I can't be what you need right now. I struggle meeting your expectations. I overthink everything I do and say. Being vulnerable does not come easy to me. I still want to have hope for us. I want you. Can we start over? Oh, that's what I was saying here. I am healing. This isn't over for me. I hope you can forgive me. I feel a burning passion when I am near you. Meeting you took me off course. What's been hard for you, and something I am acknowledging, is that I refuse to let you get close to me, and I know that that makes it hard for you, and I acknowledge that. Danielle, that is what I have for you. It does sound like karma. I would agree. You showed up a little bit after I got started, so you may want to scroll back in case you missed anything. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Queen Resilient. After Queen Resilient, we have Katie, and then I'll be signing off. All about accountability. Queen Resilient, I'm not sure if you posted your question, but if you have not, will you please go ahead and post? Thanks, Danielle, for your question. Junior and I, current situation, he hit me up today wanting to talk. Ooh. Junior, been thinking about you. Did you already talk to him, Queen, or are you trying to figure out what he wants to talk to you about? Katie, if you're here, you can also get your question ready if you have not sent it to me yet. You've been texting all day. Okay, so you already know what he wanted to talk to you about, so you're just trying to get some insight on the situation. I got you. Insight on Junior and Queen's current situation, please. Okay. He's starting to feel more clear, more free from, you know the situation. I'm not gonna put it out there, but he's feeling more free from that situation. That kind of was creating a block for the two of you. I feel like he's kind of setting boundaries in that place regarding that person. And by boundaries meaning maybe literal boundaries, but also more than anything, psychological boundaries. energetic boundaries to not allow this other situation to infiltrate his mind as much and create and pose problems for what he's currently experiencing with you. A lot of times having people's energy on us can make it just as hard as if they were talking to us every day. And so I feel like he's trying to sever those ties. He's trying to, what am I trying to say? What's the word? Disconnect from that whole thing. So we do have the Hermit here that always is going to tell me that he still will be kind of in hiding, so to speak, for a little while. But the Hermit with the Hermit crab, they do come out of their shell every once in a while, and that could be what you're experiencing right now with him. It's kind of him coming out to the surface. Okay, so from here on out, I feel like it's gonna feel like it's progressing some. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I feel like it is progressing some. The Three of Pentacles means that he's wanting to come to some sort of agreement or understanding or common ground. Like, you know, he wants to get y'all on the same page, basically, with the Three of Earth. So he's trying to he might be saying things to you like, oh, and by the way, sneezing, nose itching, things like that could mean continued communication. So when I said what's to come, you know, there could be some continued communication, but he could have been saying things to you like, you're welcome, Danielle. Like trying to get you to understand where his head has been at, what he's been doing, what he's been up to, what he's been thinking. I feel like that's probably a lot of what he would have said to you today, because he is trying to get to a level of understanding where you can understand where he's been. And I feel like through this action, he's trying to be transparent with you. He's trying not to put blinders on. He doesn't want to lead you on or give you false hope. But at the same time, he also wants you to understand where he's coming from. You know, basically what he's been up to. He's trying to kind of give you that transparency so that way you know that you can trust him. And I think that's his main thing, is that he wants you to trust him. Like that's like the one thing that's coming through pretty strongly. So he may tell you some things that maybe not what you want to hear, but he seems like a fairly stand-up person. And so I feel like even if it hurts your feelings, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, the attraction's unreal, that's for sure. I remember telling you he misses your sex, so that for a fact is very clear. But I also feel like he's just gonna want to be truly bluntly honest with you when he communicates with you. And I feel like his deeper meaning, his deeper reasoning for doing that is because he wants you to trust him. Yeah, so there's that. Let me see what else I'm getting. So you have here in regards to your current situation that things are looking up for you guys, that it's the end of a difficult situation. I don't want you to take that as like, oh, from here on out, it's going to be only good things. as far as like a romantic connection being established. Because I don't feel like it's going to happen very quickly. Like I said, he's still going through this hermiting time, but he's coming out of his shell a little bit right now. But as far as like the progress, like, you know, like how I see things moving forward for you guys is like slowly but surely things are starting to happen. I want you to be prepared for more separation, though. That's one thing that's coming through clearly here with the Hermit and the Three of Air, is that you guys might not be spending as much time together as you would like, and or when you do spend time together, it might be followed by silence or separation. But that's just the way that he works through this process. So if you don't want that to happen, then maybe don't see him in person. Like if he says he wants to hang out and like you take him up on that, it's something that you have to go into knowing that he might go into hermit mode again, because he's trying to process things little by little without jumping into things very quickly. So that's what I would say. Like my advice would be, if you're okay with that, fine. But if you're not okay with that, maybe you just say like, you know, you only want to hook up or link up or hang out or whatever, you know, once he feels like he's ready. Like you're fine talking to him and communicating and furthering to nurture this connection, but like maybe seeing each other would be just too much too soon. Yeah, in divine order, exactly. But like that's really what I'm getting, is that like he really likes you. I think he's obviously attracted to you. I don't even think that's I think, like it is the fact. I feel like you make him feel good in many different ways. And I feel like he appreciates you. He respects you. He admires you. And he recognizes your, what am I trying to say? Like your respect for yourself and the fact that you see yourself as a high value person. Like he is acknowledging that. He recognizes that. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Queen Resilient. Thank you so much for your question. Katie, are you still in here? Awesome, Katie. You can post whenever you're ready. You're welcome, Queen Resilient. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope you enjoyed it. Jordan, we're on a serious pause. Can you please see what will happen to us after the pause? All right. It all looks really good, Katie. I think I have to say your patience will work out for you, will pay off in the end. This is good stuff. Let's see. So we have significant change, wishes fulfilled, long-term success, commitments and taking the next steps in the relationship. We have clarity, new communication, new opportunities and offers being given to you. Your reading is ending a little weird, so I'm going to try to get clarification here. So I think that that's a concern for you both, is that maybe he's in denial of his strong feelings for you. You see that cup is overflowing. It means that there's a lot of feelings that are going on here between the two of you. And the Nine of Swords is like something he's beating himself up about. Maybe something you're even worried about is how strong his feelings are for you or how much he cares about you. So that's kind of going on here. But what it is showing me is that you guys really do care for each other. You guys may even, like you said, love each other. But unfortunately, you, almost both of you, like let these feelings overpower and overconsume your life, your day-to-day. So that's something to just keep in mind here. If you would like this to change, that's something that starts with you. Because a lot of times it can talk about feeling like almost overly attached to other people. Why is the Six of Swords here? Okay, so the Six of Swords is here because it talks about how you guys are in a rough patch now, but you guys will be moving forward to steadier waters. That's, of course, a metaphor. It just means that things aren't going to be as hard. They're going to be a lot easier for your connection after the pause. So I feel like what's going to end up happening, Katie, is that through his feelings for you, he will become more open. Like through his, not his feelings for you, because he's always had feelings for you, but through his acknowledgement of his feelings, that will make him a lot more open to other things and accepting you, which also means accepting, you know, your family, your kids, things like that, I think is what's going to end up happening here. It's not a life that I think he sees for himself or would ever see for himself, but I think what ends up happening after the pause is that he has stronger feelings for you than his undesire of the other things. The one thing is like you definitely don't want to force the situation. I told you it's going to get easier, but don't force it right now, because the last thing you want is someone in your life who doesn't want your family and doesn't want your kids. That's not good for your kids either. So he has to come to this conclusion on his own. So let the pause be what it is. Have faith in the fact that he's going to come to these conclusions on his own. We don't want to force anything, you know what I mean? What is your second question? Try not to think of it as waiting. Try to think of it as you're giving him the space to come back to you. You're giving him the space to figure it out. And if you want to put all your eggs in his basket, that's your free will to do so. But in the meantime, you don't have to wait. You can date other people. You can get out with friends. You can live your life. I think a lot of times we, as human beings, everything's just so physical that we think like we have this perceived separation because they're not with us right here, right now, right next to us, living our life with us, that they're not with us. And that's not true. He's with you. Your feelings keep you guys connected to one another. That's something that I hope changes and breaks in the future, is this perceived separation just because they're not physically here. Well, what happens when you pass away? Your spirit meets with all the other spirits that are gone, but those people are still here. Those spirits are still around you. You just can't see them. He is with you, but you just can't see him. But he's going to come back to you in physical form. You just have to allow him to acknowledge those feelings. You'll have fun in the meantime. All right, can you please see what will happen between me and Tim if we're going to have any serious court or if he's just bluffing? Shit, you might have two people coming for you at the same time, and this is nuts. Not going to take all those. That was too many cards. What will happen here? Oh my god, you're getting the same card that you got with Jordan. This is pretty... Shit, I don't think he's bluffing. I think you want something serious. You might break his heart, though. I feel like you're not as interested as he is in this. He wants to spend time with you. He wants alone time with you. He wants you to give him your love. That's what's going to happen. You got the Two of Cups. He feels like you're what's holding the situation from moving forward. That's what he feels. I feel like with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, he wants to be a thing. Like he wants to be a thing with you, but I feel like you're not into it. Let's see what happens if you need to. Oh God, Katie, you stay away from this person. Yeah, he seems, you know what's funny? Maybe this is that he breaks your heart, but I feel like you really don't want much to do with this, to be honest. It's kind of what I was sensing when I was pulling these cards out, is like you're not interested. But a lot of times these immediate like great things and then the Three of Swords after it, this right here could signify love bombing, meaning that this person makes you feel like really, really good and make you feel like they want to be with you, and they get you on their hook and then they walk away. So just keep that in mind, that is also a possibility. But I see from his perspective is that he wants something serious. Oh, hi Priestess Tarot, I'm sorry. I have some errands to run tonight. I'm going to try to come back on later. It might be a typed audio stream, but I'll be trying to be back later. Yeah, so I feel like he is serious. I feel like you don't want it. That's what I'm getting up here in this corner. But I feel like I don't know, just be careful, man. Be careful with that situation. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I feel like he feels like you're what's stopping this connection from furthering along. But it might be for the best. Okay, hi Priestess. I hope I see you. I love how you called Jordan boy. That's so funny. Yeah, so take that information and do with it what you will. But I do feel like he's wanting something more. Just be careful, I guess. If that's really the case, be really careful. Let's see. Let me get a yes or no. It's funny because Katie, when you asked, I am getting a yes overall for this reading, but I'm going to like clarify that for you. That he is going to try to take you. But it's interesting how I read that question. Oh, that's how I read the question. So, Katie, let me just clarify. When you said if we're going to have any serious court, you meant like courting you, right? Like you meant like trying to woo you or get into a relationship with you. That's how I read the question. However, if you're asking if he's going to specifically take you to court, like go to a judge and have some kind of like lawsuit or something like that, I can ask the cards, but that's not how I read it. But I do feel like Spirit understands your intentions behind your questions. So I'm going with yes. But if I misunderstood your question, then I can shuffle again and ask. Not like file a motion. Okay, so I read it. I read it exactly how it was intended. Okay, that's what I thought. I am getting a yes, Katie. I am getting a yes. I wanted to make sure that I didn't read that question wrong, but I did get a yes. Let's just double check here. We'll just get confirmation, yes or no. Yes or no for Katie's question, please. Yes or no. For Katie's question, yes or no for Katie's question, please. Andrina, hello, I'm doing well. Yes or no for Katie's question. She's dealing with Tim. Is he going to take her, please? Is he going to file a motion? Show me a yes or a no, please. Show me a yes or a no, please, for Katie. Whoa! For Katie, yes or no, please, for Katie. Yes or no for Katie. I am getting 3 yeses to confirm, and then that card comes out again. I think he's actually almost like a person scorned because we have the 2 of Cups here. This was in your last reading. His ego is severely bruised, Katie, by you. I feel like he still has feelings for you, to be honest. And he's like, you know, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. It's like he feels scorned. He feels like offended by you. And I feel like he's taking this in a very much immature direction. And I feel like his motive is to take you just so that way he could get like his spite, I guess. But I am getting like so many yeses here. So I do feel like Spirit did understand your question, even if I didn't. But there's definitely still maybe even toxic, but there are still feelings here. And this person is trying to, I don't know, maybe even control you. We have the Emperor here. Like I said, I don't feel like you're interested in it. I feel like this person, he may have this perceived idea that you let him down, but you probably feel like he's the problem with that 3 of Swords there. But I feel like you're just disinterested in this person. You like aren't wanting to be, you know, and he feels like you're what's stopping this connection from moving forward. So just be careful, is that this person could have like, everything I was picking up in that reading, I feel like it's still translating well. I'm interpreting it a little bit differently, but I feel like he feels like you rejected him. Like that's what it is. It's like this sense of rejection, and now he's lashing out. Maybe that's kind of what I'm picking up. Like he feels like you have the control, you have the say. Remember the last 2 cards, I said that you decide whether this progresses forward or not. That's still the same idea. And so he's trying to gain a sense of control now. So I understand I understand the connection now. I'm sorry if I confused that in the beginning, but I think that everything I said still makes sense. Andrina, hey beautiful Luna. I just saw a close. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be back tonight, Andrina. Like later on this evening, I have some errands to run. As I was saying before, it might be just an audio type stream. Because sometimes I stream in my living room and I have to do it that way. I don't have the whole setup. However, I will try to be back there on tonight. So if you want to check back on YouTube later on this evening, I would love to do a reading for you. Thanks, girl. It was nice seeing you. Throughout 10 years, yes, I'm in charge and you can live with it. Love it. Baby, I hope he doesn't give you any trouble, but I do feel like that's what's going to happen, and I'm sorry to say that. All right, y'all, that is where I'm going to leave it. Katie, thank you so much for your donation and for your questions. It was a pleasure reading for you. I'm glad we got some clarity there and we got on the same page, even if it took a minute. Everyone else who's hanging out, Vetus, I know you're in here somewhere. You guys have a great rest of your night. Like I said, I am going to try to be back. Can't make any promises depending on how long we're out. However, I really would like to come back since I haven't streamed in like a day or two. Bye, Becca. Thanks for hanging around. You guys have a lovely rest of your night if I don't see you again. Bye.